That's the issue of picking the Kalari. Kalari is acceptable in the early game stages of the game. That's why you see a lot of Kalari players opt to go into the solo lane rather than the jungle. It's going to put Strawbell's ganking potential really far back because he struggles with the buffs in the early stages. And let's see if Troopers can take this advantage right now. They've gotten the kill, and now they're electing for this 2v1 again in the blue lane. And I'm still not 100% sold on it.
So this time, BST are able to make sure that their aggression succeeds. They didn't take the red buff though. Usually when you go for the invade, you're able to take that away from the opposing jungle. Do you think it's a pretty big mistake to leave this up?
I think because of how low the spawn timers are, I think it's acceptable to do that. And as I said, I'm not a big fan of this 2v1. As we saw,
no, Nikolay, he's gotten caught down on left against. That's 2 kills already for iCameron and Marty Rivia. So, I mean, they had the gank on Kalari, but they give stuff immediately over to iCameron Sparrow, which we saw in the last game. He can farm it pretty well.
Yeah, leaving that Richter in the solo lane, again, not a big fan of because it just allows... Cameron and Marty are just not going to let them farm. They're going to try and kill them. They're going to push them out of that lane. I really dislike leaving that lane as a 2v1 because, again, Lieutenant Bellica, as we see, has actually pretty decent wave clear, especially in the early stages. She's going to be able to farm. Cert's going to get all this farm that he needs. And it's just going to send this Richter back again and again. And iCamera just being allowed to farm is just not the correct thing to do for them.
Well, I would definitely like to see some cool Richter plays in this game. He can be very good at pulling Team Oxygen out of position, and this time they don't really have as much of a tanky hero like a Rampage or a Steel to be able to just follow things up in the lanes. When you get a Richter pull, you might want to jump on him or something, and there's not really something like that this game.
Yeah, he's not going to be allowed to farm, to be honest, most of the game. He's going to have to try and find these white camps, or try to even set up harvesters of himself just to get the XP from placing the harvester so he can get to this level 5 a lot quicker. I feel like that's going to be his main priority if he can.
Narbaj takes the wraparound on B Certified, hits him with the mallet, and he's kind of getting a nice body block here. She throws down the bot, getting some nice damage, but she's going to have to try very hard to back away from this, and she's taking a bit too much damage. B Certified could be the next one to fall here for Team Oxygen. Indeed, she is, as Twin Blast takes a kill over on the lane. Meanwhile, on the other side, though, Bumatalo once again, Richter misses his hook, and Mario Rivia just stands there so that iCameron can take the kill.
Yeah, as I said, leaving that Richter in that lane is just completely spelling for disaster. iCameron is not someone you want to be giving farm and kills to in the early stages of the game. He's going to get a huge amount of damage on Sparrow. He's going to max out a couple of his cards. He's already sitting on 9. He's going to be hitting 12 relatively shortly. And at 4 minutes, 12 card points, it's not looking great.
Yeah, and well, 12 card points at 4.5 minutes, very early for Cameron, and they've already taken this tier 1 in the left lane pretty damn low. Fanta taken very low on the mid lane. Gadget not quite able to secure that one, but does make some room for herself in lane. And Richter does show up. He's going to show up to try to defend this tower, but the tower is nearly down. Mario just needs one more hit. We'll be able to get it. And Blumenthal, he might be again in exactly the bad situation that he wanted to avoid. Pulls Decker towards him, but she just jumps over him, leapfrog his head, and just make him take his 3rd death of the game.
Meanwhile, as we saw, Strawbell on this Kalari has been set pretty far back, but luckily for the rest of his team, they're managing to take advantage elsewhere. It'd be nice if Strawbell can try hit that level 5 a bit sooner. He's still sitting at level 3 and 6 card points just because of how dreadful Kalari's early game clear of the jungle is until she gets a couple of points. And she needs the ultimate, which is why you see a lot of Kalari sit in lane. Just you want that level 5 as soon as possible, and the jungle clear is just too slow for you.
So is this some kind of initiation for Strawbell, though? Like, he's playing a Kalari. He is having quite a difficult time. Is his team just saying, you're going to play a Kalari this game, and you're going to jungle, and we're going to see how you do? Is this some kind of hazing for him?
I think it was more of a personal pick.
Was it? Oh, I lost you. Okay. Well, I lost Gems a little bit there. Hopefully we're able to get back into a chat sometime. I lost his camera as well, so hopefully he's able to get back in here, but we're just kind of going to go on our own for a little bit until he's able to reconnect to the chat. It's Mike getting caught out a little bit inside the mid lane. Angel Ale trying to chase him down. He has a mallet right now, getting ready to throw it, but It's Mike is kind of backed up quite a bit. Man, I'm really feeling the silence here as my friend has left me, as per usual. Little Hacker trying to farm up a little bit on the left side. He's getting some nice farm. Over on the mid lane, though, Murdoch, well, he got away for the first gank on the mid lane by Gadget and Marty, but this time he will go down. And hopefully he's able to get back. I'll just send him a little bit of a message. Alright, so we're going to try to get this fixed for you guys. Hopefully he makes it. In any case, the tier 1 tower in the mid lane taken by Marty and Gadget as the Sparrow just goes inside the jungle, doing a ton of damage here. She's got such an advantage at level 6 right now, and these heroes, they can barely stand against her. Richter misses the pool on her, and Cameron, he's just doing so much damage all on his lonesome, not even needing his team at all. Yeah, unfortunately, Gems, his internet died, so, well, ISPs in Europe, am I right? I have no idea if those are better than America or anything, but, well, Team Oxygen really not having a problem with it at all as Belka moves up onto Twin Blast. Should get some help from Kolari. Comes in with the ult, and, well, basically the only thing is that she's there on the mid lane, or on the lane that Twin Blast is in, and whoa, there's some damage for her. Just absolutely blows him up with the ultimate. A ton of damage in a very short amount of time, and maybe the push continues here on right. Cameron moves forward once again. He's got no fear right now, taking some damage from the Murdoch, trying to juke things out a little bit. We'll see how far he wants to go on this. Gets hit by the mallet. Narbash moves forward. Maybe there's help from the rest of his team, but Sparrow just turns everything around. Cameron gets another one, and Murdoch misses his laser completely. Speed gets put down, giving Cameron a little bit of speed, and the smash and grab misses. So much damage from Team Oxygen. Murdoch jumps in, gets the kill as It's Mike on his Gadget, able to find Nicolay. Fanta trying to back away, got a couple of minions chasing him down right now. And, well, just not able to find him at all. Tower been taken down to about half on right, and at this point, Team Oxygen, they're not really scared of too much, just going for some interesting engages. Cameron takes a death there, which maybe he didn't need to if he weren't being so aggressive, but at this point, he really doesn't care. He's just having a little bit of fun. 10 kills to 3 for It's Mike and Team Oxygen. Looking very good right now, and they're being super aggressive. You can see this Gadget. Like, they don't have a Muriel on their team like times past, and I mean, they're just playing super aggressive, just on their own, waiting for their team possibly to react a little bit. Uses the speed gate, but the ultimate does end up hitting for Angel Ale, and It's Mike. He's trying to back away, but we're going to get pushed into a wall here. Now he's got the rest of his team showing up. Drops down the dome. Smash and grab hits on the 3, and this might be exactly what BST needed. Getting the ultimate from Richter on the 3, and they're just taking so much damage from this Decker. Decker standing on her own right now. Sparrow coming in from the side. In the middle of that shadow pull, takes down the Richter first. Now we've got a duo trying to do some good damage. Kolari also able to find the Nicolay. Grux and Fanta are getting jumped on by Decker. Trying to find him. Is he able to get the sprint off? No way, Jose. Cameron finds him inside the jungle, and Twin Blast, he might have been a bit far in as well as Be Certified, chasing him down on the Balka, gets hit by the stun, stopped there in his tracks. She's going underneath the tower, and she will find the kill. Another Belka just doing so much damage.
And I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
He's back.
My internet decided it didn't want to help me out today, and it just had completely cut off for a little bit. And I'm currently booting into the game.
Yep, Gems got DDoSed. That's probably the first time that's happened for a Paragon caster. In any case, Be Certified, just doing just some actual work right now, and it's pretty much the same old for Team Oxygen. Huge advantage early. Cameron, he's not a tank, but he's certainly looking like it as he's doing so much damage on the BST. It's Mike again putting some extra damage over on mid. Not scared at all of a Murdoch coming in with like, he's not scared of anything. Right now, BST, the story is very difficult for them. They had the early kill, but I mean, I raised a question after game number 1. Is it actually going to do too much? And this game, it's really not looking like it at all. Still waiting for the co-caster. It's Mike. Gonna find.
I'm still loading into the game.
All right,
I
Nikolay
have no idea what's happening.
throws down a smash and grab, hits onto 2. He'll get his ultimate off, and well, B-Certified taking a bit of damage, but again, it's just no finish at all from BST. It's Mike chasing him down Strawbell, maybe even going underneath the tower a little bit, but they're not really hitting too many of their shots, but they should be taking down Nikolay in any case. Nikolay just trying to get away, but Kalari doesn't care about it at all. And the tower, B-Certified sits underneath it a little bit, able to get away before it annihilates his butt. And they should be taking this tower down.
From looks like Oxygen have decided to step the gear up again into the game from what I can see on stream. I'm still currently loading into the game. I had to reboot my whole PC completely, so we're gonna have to resync up on our times and hopefully we can carry on.
I'll try to work with you on that as Farah takes another kill. Cameron got no fear in the world, taking all these kills as Sparrow, and well, he's probably just having a little bit of fun. At this point, Team Oxygen, they seem to be very close to winning their second Community Cup for ESL, and I have to say the competition in this one, I don't want to disrespect them at all, but it definitely has not been as good as the last one.
Yeah, in the previous tournament, Team Carbon put up a much stronger fight against Team Oxygen, and Oxygen shouldn't be allowed to just win all these matches. They need a challenge, I think. I think we need more teams to come in and try to knock them down a peg or two.
Well, another kill. This time on Kalari, though. They're able to find her out, and while Strawbell, maybe a little bit of the stand-in effect here as he gets caught out, and Nikolay getting chased down by Cameron. He's going for him again. This is just the Cameron show. Apple's products have been a little bit questionable as of late. Marty Rivia interrupts the smash and grab with his stun, and they get another kill. B-Certified moves forward, hook back by the Ricker. Boom Talo trying to do some nice damage, but if you hook a person back, you gotta have some damage behind you, and he just does not at all. Gets a stun on B-Certified, stopping him a little bit there. But this is kind of the situation that Abelica should probably excel in. Getting helped out by It's Mike. Strawbell comes in with the ultimate, and well, that was some big damage from B-Certified's ultimate. 4 down inside the jungle. Only the Twin Blast surviving for now on the side of BST.
And I'm in.
Oh, finally.
Just, what time are you at, by the way?
All right, I'll try to get this for you. So I'll count it. 13:53, 13:54, 13:55, 13:56.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I kind of guessed that time when we were perfect.
Well, there you go.
And yeah, as I'm back in, let's have a quick look at the points. Cameron, 36 card points. He's going to want to spend those, but it just looks like Oxygen. They're going to want to take this next fight before they go back and spend on their advantage they've managed to get.
Going in on the inhibitor once again. 14 minutes for that. Smash and grab brings Marty Rivier into the fight. He's also got the containment field down, trying to back away outside of tower range, and he does Nikolay in the middle of that Tesla Dome. Somebody should probably tell him that you don't want to stand there. You're going to take a lot of damage. Cameron does get targeted by the tower, and at this point, without a tank, Oxygen have to back up for just a second, but their next creep wave is coming in, and all of these members for the big squad troopers, they're not feeling very good right now.
No, they're going to want to try get Cameron out, but it's going to be tricky because he's so far ahead. He can potentially just tower dive by himself.
I don't know if he really wants to do that. The tower can do some significant damage to him, but he is zoning out the BST members very quickly. Inhibitor taken down. Cameron, now he can turn his focus onto the enemy heroes. Takes down the Twin Blast first. Looking for his next target. Fanta throws out the laser, but he's not even able to take down B-Certified. But now the Narbash comes in from behind, is able to find the kill, but at what cost? Just uses the ultimate, and he's not even able to get the ending of it. The cadence not fast enough for the Narbash, and again, some easy kills for Team Oxygen, taking their first inhibitor to the game. We'll see what their next decision ends up being, and I guess they are trying to back up right now.
Most likely they're going to want to set up this all prime, take it, and just set up the push onto the left side inhibitor, where they could just take another fight. Strawbell, this is when Kalari should come into her own. Doesn't happen a lot of the time, but considering the lead they have, she can use this advantage to just sit in that right lane by herself, constantly pushing while the rest of her team goes around as a 4-man squad, forces the 5-man push, counter push from the troopers, and then Kalari can just come in, or Oxygen can just retreat. They don't even have to take the fights because Kalari can just constantly, slowly but surely take towers, and the advantage is for free.
Yeah, well, I guess one thing that BST can do right now is possibly get some vision around the Prime and maybe try to take it to restore that inhibitor, but you're playing against B Certified, and the man can steal some of those Prime Orbs, so you definitely have to be careful against that.
Yeah, there's always the chance of losing the orb. That's kind of the inherent risk with taking it because of the mechanics in the game. If whoever gets the last hit on it can steal it, and then they can get, if they're in a decent spot, can go and drop it off. But if, as we expect Team Oxygen to do, get that vision control across the blue side jungle, I suspect they're going to be able to take it fairly straightforwardly.
Narbash and Twin Blast super far up on the blue side, and they are getting the wraparound. Here comes the gadget from the backside. Angel again goes into the beat of his people, and oh shoot. In any case, I think we all know what's happening there. Angel Ale just taking so much damage. Same with the Twin Blast, who has managed to get back out, but what exactly can they do against this fight? Meanwhile, Nikolay trying to go for a man fight, but this Kalari versus Grux, and Grux isn't able to do nearly enough. Here comes Richter jumping into the fight, and, well, Kalari gets pulled back in. Ultimate's going to be there. Can the Richter do enough, though? Strawbell trying to back away, and, oh, he has. Richter not able to chase him down. Meanwhile, the Richter just has to back up to try to save his tower. Containment field goes down, and Low Hacker, he gets caught underneath all of the gadget damage, and they take down a tier 2 tower as well. Marty moves up, going for Fanta. Decker doing some real-time damage here, jumps to the high ground, just very springy, leaps up there, and they're looking for their second inhibitor of the game.
Again, Oxygen, not much to say really. They're going to use that speed gate from Gadget to get the minions quicker to the tower. They're going to take the inhib, and they're going to look to be ending this game in the next couple of minutes, most likely.
Richter comes in, tries to get some damage. He has an ultimate available, but no mana, and the Bellica might be able to blow him up if she gets the ultimate off. Smash and grab only hits on the Marty, and even the Grux is forced to back away from this, trying to get all the damage down. Sparrow just blinks forward, goes through with the ultimate, doing some great damage to Nikolay, might even dive the core, and she does, gets the kill. iCamera, no fear at all in this game, and it's looking like the second Community Cup for ESL. Paragon is going to go the way of Team Oxygen. B Certified chasing the Narbash into the base, gets hit by the laser. She just taunts. She's just going ham and probably may die unless this game ends sooner than that. The drums will finish him off, and welp, that's probably going to be all she wrote for the big squad troopers. Gets hit with the stun on the high ground. Angel Ale, it was a good effort from them, but in the end, they're just going to fall short. Marty Rivia, maybe they should focus the core sometime soon, but just killing people is way too much fun. And the core getting low, core about to go down. A couple of members almost getting low, but it's really not worth talking at all right now. Cameron, he's really carrying his team. He says, guys, can we just finish the game, please? And in the end, Team Oxygen managed to finish off the Community Cup number 2 for Paragon, and well, that's gonna do it. They take it in a very quick 2-game set every single game of the day. Probably not the most exciting, but you do get to see your boys Team Oxygen win it again, and well, what can you say? They are absolutely dominant, and they're really expected to win against teams like this.
Yeah, Oxygen, well played to them. We can't deny them their victories. They completely played better than their opponents throughout the whole day, and the enemy teams, I felt like, came a bit unprepared. They didn't potentially do as much research on the players. They didn't potentially have as much practice or scrims, and because it's a community cup, you get a lot of teams just come in and show up to the tournament, and as we saw, Team Oxygen just constantly showing what they can do.
Yeah, so hopefully next time we're able to see a little bit more of a challenge for them. I mean, you can't really complain. We got to see them play, I guess. And, well, make sure you guys go check out Agora's Rising today, whenever Notch and Shane are able to get it going, because I think there were probably some more experienced teams in that one, so maybe the matches were a little bit closer, possibly. But in any case, any final words on this ESL Cup?
I feel like we need more teams signing up, because if we have more teams, we can show you guys more matches. Hopefully we see a variety of different matches rather than having to stream purely the same teams over and over. I'd love to see more people getting involved because it's going to be better for the community in general. The more teams get involved, as we see a lot of these teams getting involved in Agora's Rising and similar other tournaments. Having more teams involved in things like the ESL tournament, things like, I think there's a few pickup tournaments here or there. We can get everyone joining up to as many of these different tournaments across the board, not just this one. It'll be much better for the community in general.
So with that being said, that's going to do it for our ESL Cup number 2. Thank you all for watching. Team Oxygen taking it in a very convincing fashion. Just absolutely steamrolling the competition. You can follow me, Pithing Legume, on Twitter at Pithing Legume, as well as on twitch.tv/Pithing Legume. And you can follow my boy Gems. And once again, thanks for joining me for this one. But you can follow him at whatever Twitter random thing he has. He's kind of a cool guy sometimes. Definitely a lot of fun to cast with him. Thank you all for watching, and as always, cheers.